What's up, guys? This is Storm Shadow here, bringing you Batman, the animated series, episode 17. See No Evil. Not to be confused with the Kane movie, which I've seen and it's pretty good. But basically, this episode has Batman fighting the Invisible Man, and honestly, I kind of like the Invisible Man. I have the original book by H.G. Wells. I've seen the old black and white movie. I even seen that 2020 reimagining. But just because a stick has been done doesn't mean they can't have something new to it, and what they do is actually pretty good. The episode opens up on honestly, a pretty criminal neighborhood, even by Gotham standards. Like, yeesh, why would anyone live here? And our episode is going to be mostly focused on, well, to start off with this cute little girl named Kimberly and her quote unquote imaginary friend named Mojo, not to be confused with Mojo Jojo from the Powerpuff Girls. But the problem being, this is it's not an imaginary friend. It turns out it's her father, ex-con named Lloyd Eddie Ventrance. Sorry, I had to look at that because, damn, that is a hard name to remember. Yeah, an ex-con an ex-con and who got divorced by his wife because he was put in the slammer for how 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 long, and his daughter, along with his wife named Helen, who I swear looks like Supergirl from Superman animated series if she was a human. Who knows? Maybe they reused the design for Superman animated series. But anyway, are moving away because, well, we want to live in Gotham City. Yeah, and basically this leads to Batman, of course, discovering him and trying to stop this the Invisible Man. So, what's good about the episode? Well, you think they couldn't do a lot with Batman fighting the Invisible Man because, well, Batman can technically be invisible with the shadows, but they do something cleverly. For example, if you try putting some paint on him or something, he can just melt it with I'm not exactly sure how, but yeah, they never explained how the suit was able to do that. But that's the least of this episode's problem. And this guy's also smart, using a place that has a lot of echo, so you can't exactly hear him. Which of course leads Batman and Kate Bruce Wayne to go to Wayne Enterprises because, let's face it, if something's important, something's point happens, it always has to be Wayne Enterprises. But not in this case. Either way, long story short, after some nice sneaking around by Batman and proving why he is the world's greatest detective, we find something interesting, that the plastic the suit is made of is toxic, that affects the mind and the body. I have absolutely no idea how, but then again, this is comic books and Batman, where people are made of clay, and there's a giant, and there's clowns, and a Crocman, and yeah. So, so, and as usual, the action is pretty good, especially into a climax with an invisible car, because, of course. But the main problem people seem to have, including myself, is the villain himself. I know I just mentioned his name, but it's hard. I can't remember him because two reasons. One, it's like I said, it's a hard name to remember, and two, he's not really that interesting. I mean, they tried to make him sympathetic, like one see his daughter, but again, we spend that much time with him or even see his backstory that much, as people have pointed out. But I don't think that was the point of the episode. The point was to show just how, how creepy this can be. A divorced parent wanting to see his daughter even though he's not allowed to because of a restraining order, and just the lengths he's willing to get to is actually pretty creepy. And at one point, even intends to kidnap her so he can be with her. Yeah, this is probably one of the darkest episodes when you think about it. And also as a side note, it is pretty interesting how some people actually trust Batman. Sure, they're scared of him, and when he appears, the of of course he's never took the good. Like for example, if when he goes to the goes to the mother, she instantly cooperates with him. Yeah, so oh, and there are some great funny moments in this episode, like when this guard like when the mock no the Invisible Man. I'm just gonna call him that. The Invisible Man is robbing in broad daylight. Idiot. Yep. Yeah, Invisible Man trying to sneak around and stealing stuff like whoop whoop. But anyway, it does lead to a funny scene where Bruce goes in the bathroom and some guy's like guy trying to get in the bathroom is like, "Hey, who locked the door?" And then later, right opens right in his face. Yeah, and there's a few funny lines in this episode. So overall, it's a good episode, a good solid 8 out of 10. Like I said, like I said, there's not much about the villain. I mean, like, 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 except for design, that I swear he looks like Poindexter if he was like a Poindexter character if he was grown up, complete with the freckles and the glasses. Of course, you have sunglasses. You instantly look cool. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I have a lot more to say about the next episode. See you guys next time.